Some people cheat. Some people lie. Some steal. Some grief. Some anger. Commit crimes. Cover up secrets. Conspire. Attack. And deceive. And some do it all. Good afternoon. I have a story to tell. On the 19th of April, I started work on a documentary about the notoriously racist YouTuber JerseyBoy. Along the research period, I uncovered many disturbing secrets. Eventually, I stumbled across a smaller channel, MiniTom. This channel stuck out to me as weird. Thomas Hawley had an oddly compelling nature to him. From what I saw, he seemed like a nice young man, trying to find a living for himself. Unfortunately, this was not the case. I tailed this duo for months, uncovering secret after secret. My name is Clarence, and these are my findings. Without further ado, I introduce you, my audience, to JerseyBoy and MiniTom, a diabolical duo.
The guy earlier you told me to talk to, he just pulled off the biggest fucking prank I've ever seen. Oh, he emailed Tom pretending to be, he pretended to work for a company.
A year straight, I followed this duo. I checked Discord accounts, YouTube videos, streams, and more. The treachery I found was, well, Henry is a veteran YouTuber who is popular among the Callum's Corner community under the alias JerseyBoy, a community of people who rally together to celebrate the success of Sanjay Burnett under the alias Callum Adams. Over his time on YouTube, JerseyBoy has gathered 3.7 million subscribers and currently stands in the #1 spot of the world's most subscribed to horror game centered YouTuber. He is a popular musician, placing first in the charts many times and even being awarded the legendary Platinum Award for his efforts. But what if I told you JerseyBoy is not what he seems? But first, to speak to you about Henry, I must speak to you about YoGamer. YoGamer is an alias used by Henry before the infamous JerseyBoy channel. YoGamer defines himself as a 17-year-old gamer who likes to make skits, music, funny gameplays, and stuff. Innocent enough, but enter the Abduction. It is widely believed that Henry's first encounter with aliens was when he was around 17, somewhere before the 14th of April 2016, the first video ever on the YoGamer channel.
The contact could have happened at any point over these 17 years,
said expert Dr. Leon.
But we believe the first abduction to have happened just before the patient zero of the JerseyBoy phenomenon, April 1st, 2016.
He continued. It is unclear what happened to Henry on the spaceship, but when he returned, he wasn't human. Chromosomal DNA taken from JerseyBoy after the incident showed that he had 0 DNA common with the human species. He appeared stranger, taller, fatter than he was before. His hair unnaturally dyed. He had changed. The once lovely Henry who ran Club Penguin servers now weighed 700 pounds. Henry had been replaced by an alien visitor. Or was he ever human in the first place?
Half of his face is kind of normal, but then the other half is just.
MiniTom is a sneaky little mollusk of a man, small in stature but still insanely attractive. When Henry returned, it was clear he wasn't alone. An unknown group, visitors even, was surrounding his every move. But who? Not a human, yet appearing as so. MiniTom is the perfect candidate. The whereabouts of this MiniTom are currently unknown. After fleeing the country after felony charges of tax evasion, battery and second-degree murder, he is believed to be hiding in Argentina, but it almost appears that he first appeared out of thin air. The search for JerseyBoy and MiniTom through birth record shows 0 results. Look at this picture. Does MiniTom look human here to you? No! Is it possible, just possible, that MiniTom is actually a mole man? Now hey, I'm just asking questions. The first mole man was first spotted in a zoo event in the 1960s by an American woman in Detroit, Michigan. Now, the creature, alias MiniTom, was believed to have been born during June in the 1950s. This coincides with fossil records found in Detroit's Soul Mine in the 1700s. It is clear that MiniTom is a descendant of these beasts. The fact that mole men age incredibly quickly in their formative years also means that what this woman saw was most likely a mole teen, usually mixed up and conflated with mole men, but there is a distinct difference. Mole teens can breathe. Mole men have 3 nostrils because they can't take in the same amount of oxygen as the lungs of a healthy mole teen. Being born in the 1950s, it is possible today that MiniTom is 62 to 71 years old. College starts at 16. This means that MiniTom has been in college for roughly 50 years. With an uncertainty of 9, he could have been in college for 46 to 55 years. It's unclear what he is currently studying. Probably human anatomy. To think like us is to emulate our behavior.
Yeah, I'm booed all day, I'm booed all night, I'm booed non-stop till the are inside, and I'm gonna put one straight till I'm all alone.
It is clear that there is a group that rules the world. Every war, monopoly, and peace treaty are all directly caused by them. Many people have speculated who rules the world or who rules and controls this group, but I have the answer. MiniTom and JerseyBoy. The USS Liberty incident was an attack on a United States Navy technical research ship, USS Liberty, by Israeli Air Force jet fighter aircraft and Israeli Navy motor torpedo boats on the 8th of June 1967 during the Six-Day War. The combined air and sea attack killed 34 crew members, naval officers, seamen, 2 Marines, and 1 civilian NSA employee, wounded 171 crew members, and severely damaged the ship. At the time, the ship was in international waters north of the Sinai Peninsula, around 25.5 nautical miles northwest of the Egyptian city of Arish. Look at this photo of the USS Liberty incident. Who is that in the water? MiniTom. Still not convinced. Here is a list of Jeffrey Epstein's flight log. MiniTom and JerseyBoy. Jeffrey Epstein, a well-known man with contacts to world politicians, military leaders, and MiniTom and JerseyBoy frequent his location. Why does MiniTom do this? Easy. He believes in dwarf supremacy.
We're coming down the road, where the volunteers of the
M. MiniTom's campaign for dwarf supremacy first started in around the 2010s when he was caught punching an old man in a pub for being simply taller than him. There onwards, he organised many marches, parades and dwarven rituals to celebrate short success. Short Lives Matter was the slogan used. It is unclear what really happened in his dwarf hut on the night of Eve, but it is rumoured that a ritual was commenced to summon demon spirits to watch over their reign of chaos. As witches' cackles were heard over the hut and a chanting.
I don't like black people.
Yes, he was chanting. One more time.
I don't like black people.
The horror. Currently, MiniTom owns half of the Middle East. Rich in its natural resources, he has power, riches, and YouTube fame. So why oh why does he put up with JerseyBoy. The earliest documentation of their relationship can be found in a football match, where they competed to see who would get to survive. JerseyBoy, being much taller than MiniTom, had the advantage, but Thomas succeeded through his dwarvish tiny little legs. Although Thomas won, Jersey got to keep his head and served MiniTom as his right hand. But still, MiniTom cannot stand the tool. So why Jersey? Jersey is designated to always be in a submissive state around Thomas. He must make himself lower than him by going on to his knees constantly. Now, what could Jersey be doing on his knees with Tom all the time? It's feasible to imply a sexual element to their relationship. They are very close and have nearly even kissed on camera before. It is unclear how a mole man and an alien can be romantically involved, but it is possible. I will let you decide. The first criminal record of these two was when they were first caught pirating software with uTorrent. Secondly, they were charged with premeditation of instigation to commit an act of terror. By the time they were 19, they had bombed several synagogues and churches in the name of dwarf supremacy. MiniTom's actions were out of control, and Jersey none the better. Although I do not know for certain, I can say that the
Pot.
What?
Darkness Arrives just came out.
Darkness Arrives is the final and most likely worst offence MiniTom has committed. It is unclear why Darkness arrived or even why Light left, but it was clear that it was being hidden from the public by MiniTom. The game released on Steam in April, netting millions in profits, thousands reporting to have played the game daily, record numbers and tons of fantastically positive reviews. But how was the game making so much money? It was utter shit. It looked terrible, it played terrible. Why were people playing it? How was it getting so many people? Magic. Magic is the psychological manipulation of human minds to influence their actions into making certain decisions. Mole men have practiced magic since the ancient times, deceiving and misinforming the masses. It's clear that MiniTom was using this player base as an excuse, as a scapegoat to launder his money. But this just didn't make sense to me. During the course of this documentary, I couldn't figure out what they were up to. Darkness Arrives was my first lead in months, and it wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't put my finger on anything. Such a large amount of money that he needed to hide his tracks for. A large amount of money, perhaps immune to tax? Maybe it was gifted. Donated?
I can't believe it. $500! Oh, just think what I can do with that money.
March 2020. JerseyBoy releases a charity stream. Roughly 6 million was raised overall, donated by generous patrons willing to give back to the community who had suffered during COVID. But aliens don't care about human well-being. The general consensus is that JerseyBoy gambled the charity money entrusted to him. It's believed he lost everything, every cent, every penny, gone, lost the cards, lost the chance, never to be seen again. But what if he won? Millions, no tens of millions, 12 millions of pounds now out in the open. He needed a place to hide it. So he turned to his master. They set up their laundering scheme, Darkness Arrives, and slowly let the paychecks come rolling in. Mansions, tennis courts, football courts, and more came quickly. New game setups, microphones, cameras, they had everything.
It's JerseyBoy here. I just want to say a quick announcement.
Jersey!
Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope
Merry
you
bloody
have the presents
Christmas.
that you want. Thank you to Callum for letting me edit a meme review.
I had caught them. Meaningless. Unless I could confront them. You wretches! They had been caught with their pants down, with their knees down, from Jeffrey Epstein to mole-men to aliens to fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, battery, assault, violence, and conspiracy. I needed to publish this. I had to hold them to account. Everything I uncovered must be released. I needed to confront them. I reached out to both of them for an interview, but I knew I had to be crafty. MiniTom was on a different level. He's a different beast. JerseyBoy, however, my talents can hold with. I first contacted TGM to patch me into Jersey under a false pretense to craftily deceive the both. He caught on instantly. He's a troll, not interested, he said. I pushed harder, insisted I needed to talk to him. He wouldn't talk to me for ages, claiming I was a random. After further perseverance, I managed to sneak an interview in. The three of us, me, Jersey, TGM, and this is the result. So I kind of came up with an idea last minute, but oh fuck, he's calling me. Fuck. Hang on.
I don't know.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, the Troon.
So Jersey. So I've been sent some things, and like I won't lie, mate. It really doesn't look good.
Well, mate, I've
Okay,
never
so-
messaged you.
no,
I
no,
knew you
I'll
wanted
show
to
you,
purple
I'll
in the
show you.
corner, so I know what you're on about.
I'll show you. So first I was sent this. Does that look familiar to you?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But then I was also sent these things, and to me this is really convincing. So Jersey,
this
why are you
you?
hiding from the truth? Why are you hiding from the truth? What have you been up to with these girls? What have you been up to?
Oh god, I can't believe
What have you been up
MiniTom's on
to?
the Epstein
What are you up to?
Island.
Jersey, what have you been up to? What have you been up to?
Mate, this is the crappiest troll ever.
What have you been up to?
That's the worst picture
What have you been
ever.
up? Why won't you answer the question?
Those DMs do look real.
They do. Look, I also found a secret one, because you tried to hide it, didn't you? You tried to hide your name. But I found you. Look, you're on there too. What have you been up to? You've been trying to hide it from everyone. What have you been up to? This is your chance to confess. What have you been up to? He's gone
Nothing.
silent. No, you went silent. No. What have you been up to?
No, nothing.
This is your no. Shut up.
Because
Shut
this
up.
is-
I'm
this
talking.
is shut troll.
Listen to me. What have you been up to? It's your final chance. You need to be quiet. You need to answer the question.
You're so evil.
I'm fucking evil. When confronted about his ways and his crimes, he fled. He called me names, tried to ask me how angry I was. The coward ran, and there was nothing I can do but publish my findings. I'd given up. I wasn't going to get MiniTom, but I had an idea. Darkness Arrives could use all the popularity it could get, more people, more money to launder, so I worked with this. I set up a fake account, a fake company, and asked him for an interview. As I was finalising editing, I wasn't expecting much. I was going to put this out there, ready to press that button, but then MiniTom replied. So what I'm just going to quickly do, I'm just going to double check everything's working just in case. These things always have a tendency to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Right, yeah, it's working.
Oh, cool. That's good. That's good.
Okay. So, I'll start now. So, this is me, Dwayne Robinson, obviously. This is MiniTom I'm on the line with, and I'm conducting an interview for the game developer Thomas Hawley about his new game Darkness Arrives. So before we start, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself, where we can find you, who you are?
So basically, my name is Thomas, and I basically so I do like gaming and also YouTube. So yeah, I made this game called Darkness Arrives, and it took me, I think I would say, about 2 years to like make, and yeah.
So the next question is, would you like to tell us in your own words what Darkness Arrives is about?
So basically, the game is about this this kid. Well, he's basically a teenager. So in the game, if you haven't played it yet, or if you've watched the trailer, basically you wake up in like this room. Basically, it's the teenager's room, his bedroom. He hears like a sound or something, like a.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's just like the storm he hears in his bedroom, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go back to sleep." And his name is Eddie, because that's like the name I could only think of to call the character. Because there's so many like names. It's hard to like choose which name to choose. So yeah. So basically, Eddie had these nightmares when he was a kid. And recently, so basically there's different nightmares in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So the first level in the game is basically a clown like level, and the second level is like a nightmare like Shadow Man type level where
Shadow Man, yeah.
Yeah, where the Shadow Man just appears out of nowhere and you have to try and sleep. But if you sleep for too long, there will be like a jump scare to make it more spooky and a lot of fun.
A lot like Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah. Okay, so the next question comes to us from Jack Jarvis from Craiglang. He asks, do you like...
I don't really want to answer that.
Why not?
I'm not that kind of person.
Well, at least it's interesting to me that the one character in your game that breaks into your house and attacks you is black. Are you racist? Is the Shadow Man racist? Why is he attacking people? Is he black?
Well, no, a Shadow Man is basically a shadow, basically.
Okay.
But,
if I send you this, this is your name on Jeffrey Epstein's flight log. Do you want to explain that?
Oh, that's not me. That's just a random other person.
It's Look, it's you. You see, you stole the clown idea from Joker, MiniTom. That's copyright infringement. DC could be on you for that. What about those the bugs in your game?
I got this. So basically, this person who puts reviews on other games. My friend is with another YouTube channel, and he's tried to stop people from bullying me online, and I don't like bullies because I've been bullied before about my.
I don't like them either. Can you
about my
whether you like niggas or not? Just say yes, I like niggas.
Yeah, I've had friends who are black people.
No, but you've got to say it. You've got to say yes, I like niggas.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I don't want to be forced to do anything I don't want to say.
MiniTom, why is the one character in your game that breaks into your house and attacks you black? Why is that? Why is it the Shadow Man? Is it because he's black? Why is he attacking people? Why is he doing all these crimes? Is it because you have racist views yourself?
So I'm gonna have to disconnect.
No, sir. So those bugs in your games, like the pause menu didn't work. I think that's quite shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself, MiniTom. It's terribly coded.
Okay, I'm
No, you can't leave. No,
uncomfortable.
I'm really sorry. You don't have to leave, friend. Friend. Can I just ask you, oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, I've got so many people to kill. Hang on. Ah, 이리진. Hello, this is a quick editor's note. I'd like to quickly apologise for the outro song. I gave myself 15 minutes to make the worst thing I possibly could, and well, I did. So, apologies to any fans of good music, and enjoy. Both of them ran when confronted with the truth. They had no explanation. They knew what they did. My only hope is to hold them accountable the best I can. Sorry to my viewers. I don't have the answers we wanted, but all I can hope is that we can publish my findings and do the best in my ability to stop their crimes. To twist and turn is to burn. Those who run will never stop. Evil hides its face, cowers, fears and betrays. When this video comes out, I will be discredited. Remember who controls the narrative. Fight back against them. Their tyranny will only get stronger. This dastardly duo diabolically dashes, diddles and deludes the masses. We've seen their crimes firsthand. It's still unclear what happened on that island, but paired with the messages found of JerseyBoy, cannot be good. JerseyBoy and MiniTom, a diabolical duo.
Did you see what I did? Not on accident, by the way.
I wonder what went wrong.
I started typing this ridiculous shit in the corner table chat. Okay, what happened was I typed like, Callum, can you please play MiniTom's new game? And then I started Darkness Arrives, then Malcolm Ace joined in on it. And then the other guy, I don't know what his name is, read it out without fucking realising. I went, oh, Lucas Snowman's brought up a brilliant idea. MiniTom's worked on this game for about 2 years, Callum. You should do it. And Jersey was just fucking seething. He couldn't see, like, he didn't want to have like a public freak out or anything.
Wow. You remember that guy earlier?
I said he's a
Eddie.
Don't you know?
The guy earlier you told me to talk to? He just pulled off the biggest fucking prank I've ever seen. Oh, he emailed Tom pretending to be, he pretended to work for a company that does gaming reviews.
Although you're trying not to, your eyes are staring at my arse, Eddie. It's a subtle proposition. I'm sorry, love, I'll have to.
Like what? Okay, the contact could have happened. Let me just read out first. No, let me read it out first before we go. The contact could have happened at any point in these 17 minutes, but we believe the first abduction to have happened before the patient's here.
Changes when the moon goes down. Yeah, they said it changes when the sun goes down. They said it changes when the moon goes down. Around here, around.
Hey up, boy, yeah.